What's up, everybody? What's up? Let me fix the camera here. How are we doing today? Looks like we got a couple of people in here. We got Survival Empire, Ration Reviews. What's going on, buddy? Rakamas is here. We've got and Nick here. How is everybody? So we did get a bag of Paydirt that was sent to us by Swampdogg Prospecting. He sent me a bag of Paydirt. He just sent it. Said he was going to send me a bag, and he did. So it's here. It's not a bad bag either. So some cool looking dirt in there. Some river rocks. Definitely some other stuff in there. Oh, awesome. Appreciate that. Jane is awesome. She rocks. So we're just going to chill for a few minutes till we get some people in, and we're going to find some shiny. No, Jane's awesome. Blue collar's awesome. I'm glad she allowed me to come up for a little bit tonight. That was cool. Anytime I can go up on their channel, it's awesome. So I don't know how much gold's in this Paydirt. I don't care how much gold's in this Paydirt. What we're going to do is we're going to review it to see how easy it is, to see how it pans, how he puts his Paydirts together. We'll do an honest review on it, and we'll go from there. But if he's like any other prospector in the community, he's going to do really well. Hey, Michael Rose, how are you? We got 6 people in here right now. I appreciate you all for coming by. I know there's many things to be watching right now. Well, I did end up doing that earlier, so it does feel a little different or better. But we'll see how tomorrow it feels. Just got off work, huh? Excuse me, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I didn't mean to cough. But yeah, so I'm excited about this Paydirt because, you know, it's got gold in it. Even if it's got small fly poops in it, it's still got gold in it, which I don't think we're going to be that small, but you never know. You never know. Heavens fire, what's going on? How's the move? Well, I know the move's done, but are you guys getting situated yet? Boxes emptied and stuff? Niels Hahn, what's up, buddy? You didn't move? Wait a minute. I must be confusing you with somebody else's wife. I'm sorry. That is my bad. Sorry for the confusion. Your other half moved. Okay. And that is Texas Raider, correct? There you are. Texas Raider, what's up, buddy? Okay. I thought I was confused for a minute there. No, but I thought I had it straight, but you confused me when you said you didn't move. I thought you guys moved together. I'm sorry. But yes, so we've got some Paydirt. We're going to do a ping just because I want to hear some silver. You guys want to hear some silver? You want to hear some silver? Let me know. Let's get ready to humble. What's up, Bill Blue Collar? Let's go. That's the 5-ounce ATB, you guys. You already know how it sounds. And the bull was singing, had some lungs tonight over on Blue Collar's channel. And I think he's going to carry the same tune over here. Let's go. Love me some silver. Let's go. Let's go. Build Your Wealth announces, you guys. You know how we do it. El Toro's singing tonight, baby. Singing tonight. Let's go. Well, we got some gold to find. We've got some Paydirt here, and there's some gold in it. And we're going to start by classifying. Rick, what's going on, buddy? Glad you're here. So let's do some classifying, huh? Let's put the old stick away. Take a drink of some coffee. Well, we are glad you're here, Rick. Afterwards, maybe we'll have a chat. All right, so let's classify some dirt. Let's see what we got here. So pretty decent dirt. A couple of bigger pieces in there. Got some gems over here that I can see right there. Just pretty cool. So let's do some classifying and let's check out Swampdogg's Paydirt. It's a pretty cool stone. My daughter's gonna like that. Yes, I have a rock hound here. Her name is Little Humble Stacker. She loves her some gemstones. So whenever we find any cool pieces of cool rocks, they always go in a pile for Little Humble. Looking for any bigger ones. There's one. Well, let's keep classifying, don't we? See what else we got. This big piece of something in there. A couple of bigger gems in here for a little humble. And she does Paydirt herself. So keep in mind she gets the Paydirt in and she pans it, finds all the gems and all the a piece of copper. Some more gems for little humble. Yeah, it was a big piece of copper. Nothing wrong with that. Piece of rock copper is always cool to have in there. All right. Nice. Like a piece of black obsidian. He's gonna love all the rocks. That's awesome. Thank you, Swampdogg Prospecting, for the Paydirt bag, all the gems. You are a legend, my friend. Let's get there. Quite a few in the last bits of this bag. I'm not going to be able to pull them all out. I'll have to go back through and reclassify. And the way I'm going to do that as well is all this dirt that I have here. For these rocks. When I'm done going through this, oh, Rick, thank you, man. Average Jane sent you. Jane, you're amazing. Thank you for sending everybody. I appreciate you. Ping Daddy, what's up? the king of the ping. Rick, you're a legend. Thank you, man. Cheers to you, my friend. Drinking some coffee. So I'm going to, when I go through this, I'm going to put it in her little container. All the pour off when it's done. Got her little Paydirt pan around here somewhere. But that being said, let's move this out of the way. Little Humboldt pan. Let's wash some rocks, huh? Oh, brother, you are amazing. Thank you. We're going through it right now. We're seeing what we got. Lots of gemstones and stuff for little Humble, so I appreciate that as well. She loves stones and rocks. That's cool because I haven't done one of his bags before, and I think that I think he's a legend for sending it to me. So thank you. Lots of gems or small stones, which are awesome because little Humble loves that stuff too. It just adds to the coolness of the bag. What's going on, Brad? Nice. Get a lot of pretty cool rocks in here, man. So nothing in that one, but that's okay because you don't get stuff in every pan, and I am more than aware of that. We got a lot of dirt to go through. So let's try another pan and see what we can find. Lots of cool rocks in here. Got back from Cali prospecting trip. Nice. I have a prospecting trip scheduled for later on this month on the 22nd. And I finally got an ortho appointment for an MRI set for the 21st. It was the closest one they had. I am on the cancellation list. So hopefully I can get it done before then. Oh, dude, I love the gems. I don't know if you guys see what I see. That's some shiny right there, guys. The knee immobilizer. First piece of shiny down, you guys. Let's go. Second pan. Finding gold. Yeah, I kind of don't move with it much as it is. It's got an ace bandage and uh, a knee brace on it. Let's pan this back, see what we got. Little piece of shiny there. Yeah, Nick, you see some shiny. No, you see some. Be a bunch of tiny garnets to get through. Well, I appreciate the warning. That's not a bad piece right there. No, I don't think there's anything else in here, but let's just paint it back real quick just to double check. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, no, nothing in there. That's all right. We found another nice little piece of shiny. And that wasn't bad at all for garnets and stuff. So. Not paying attention too much to chat, you guys. I'm sorry. When I'm panning, I kind of got to pay attention to the panning. But if you guys are chatting, I appreciate you all for being here. And when we're done here, we'll go camera facing for a little bit. We can find some more gold up in here. I think you'll do just fine when you pan, Nick. And the great thing about panning Paydirt is, there's a guaranteed amount in most cases, and you can always, if you don't get it, pan it again to find that amount. Oh, bro, I'm plenty fine. Like I said, if like I said before we even started, if I found nothing but fly poop, that would still be okay. This is a free bag of Paydirt that you sent me. We're just doing, we're just painting it and seeing what we can do on getting your name out there a little bit. Two nice pieces of shiny right there. Those will snuff her up very nice. So far, a nice bag to pan. I would definitely not have a problem sending somebody to buy a bag from you, man. Not that I would have a problem sending anybody anywhere for a bag, but this stone is really light. There's something up with it. So last bag of the bigs, or last pan of the bigs. See what we got here. Ultimately, though, it's been a nice pan to bag, or bag to pan. You know what that is right there? Look at that piece of silver. But it's not. It's like a little stone. Yeah, Nick, it all depends on spot price and all that other stuff, I'm sure. But I bet there's a piece of gnome sea glass and garnets and random gems and stones. Nice. Sea glass from like Nome, Alaska, you mean? I think that's what you mean, right? There you go, Nick. Go to his website. He's got prices and what he's got available on his website. Could have swore I saw a piece of gold. Am I tripping? I am. I'm tripping. What's that? Yeah, no, there's gold right there. Like Humble Stacker said, it changes a bit, mostly so I can replace what I saw. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna pan that back again. All right, I'm confident there's some more gold in there. Took me for a loop though. I'll still go through the cons, double check everything. Always pan it twice. What's up, Richard? That is about par for the moment for a gram. Yeah. Like I said, man, I would tell somebody to buy your stuff. I mean, so if you think about it, Nick, all of this that I have right here, that right there is well over $10 to $15 in just gemstones. I have found some gold, Bryce, and that's okay. You can make mine a little tougher because I pan, right? And so you know that I'm not a beginner. I'm not like the best panner, but you know I'm not a beginner. I like this. This is some obsidian, right? Like a bigger piece of this would be something you could chip away at and make a knife. The natives made knives out of this stuff all the time. Wicked sharp too. I mean, it's like glass. No, obsidian is super cool looking. Piece of copper. Where's it at? A piece of raw copper in here, which is pretty cool. So this is at least $10 to $15 just in gemstones alone, Nick. And there's some nice ones in here, and some nice bigger ones too. Polished rocks, really nice. Yeah, Little Humble's gonna love that. So let's get down to nitty gritty, huh? Start with a couple of scoops because he did say that my difficulty level is a little higher. He said so. Let's start with a couple of scoops and see what we're looking at, and we'll go from there. So the water got pretty dirty, which is cool in my opinion, because that means he's got more actual dirt. It's just not washed. Whatever he did, put a bag of sand together and then throw some other gemstones in. This like actual got dirt, which is supposed to have. It's a paydirt. It's supposed to have dirt. Comes from the ground. Well, let's see what we can do about finding some shiny. Loads of black sand. No, I love the fact that it's natural. Send it to you. You'll check it out for me. Oh, Justin, I appreciate the offer. You're so nice. Shipped my Alaskan mud home today. Nice, Investable. Nice. And when you start going through it, man, I bet you're going to find some gold. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in. Hold on a second, guys. It's med time. All right, back to work. Let's find some shiny. Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. There's nothing like finding gold in the wild, buddy. When I found gold in the wild when I was down at Gold Baron's claim, dude, that was awesome. There's a video on my channel of when I found it. That was awesome. And we're going down on the 22nd of August to Gold Baron's claim. I'm taking Swag Dad. He's going to go. And Swampdogg's got an invitation. He can make it as well. Let's pan this back, see what we got. There's a little more dirt in there than I would normally like, but there is a lot of dark and black sands in this, so I want to be as cautious as possible. The consistency's fine. It does pan okay. You know, you did say you made it more difficult for me, but I don't know how difficult you made it. But I can tell you there's quite a bit of darker sands in here. I'd imagine your normal novice bag wouldn't have as much in it. Gold maple. I'm pretty sure I will. I've already found some gold. We're just going through the first pan of minus kitchen strainer. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I can see gold in there already. I know my camera picks it up really well, so I know you guys can see it as well. Justin, they just opened up a new mine over in Republic, Washington. This is the part that people normally rush because they see gold. And when you rush at this part is when you lose gold. So always the most important thing when you're at this stage is patience. You want the black sands to wash away, but you don't want them to pull the gold with them. So you guys, gold always goes in the direction you tap the pan, right? So if you tap it straight forward, it'll go straight forward. If you tap it to the right, it'll walk to the right. Yeah, get a bit of a shiny smile there. I do have quite a bit of dirt in there. I need to get out of there. I found a quartz vein in the mountains near my house. I want to go look for gold there. Is gold inside quartz? Richard, when you find quartz, a lot of times you do find a gold vein. Now, people do crush quartz and they do find gold inside the quartz. You know, that is a lot of work. But typically, when you find a quartz vein, there normally is gold around it. Not all the time, but most of the time, there's gold around it. Like Enmar said, gold runs with quartz. So definitely worth checking out. You know what I would do is I would grab even if you had like a little pinpointing, you can get a little pinpointing metal detector for like $10. I have 3 of them. You know, so you can get you can get a cheap one, you can get a little pinpointer. That'll help you if it's like like in the quartz, you can actually tell somewhat. Now they're not like the greatest when it comes to that. But what I would do is I would get a cheap metal detector, one that gives you about 6 to 8 inches of range. And keep in mind, the more you dig, the more you find, right? So might not be a bad idea, but definitely something worth checking out for sure because gold does run with quartz. So there it is, guys. Not a bad little smile. Gonna snuffer it up. We'll get the rest of that out with the final cleanup. Looks like we got all our gold. It is a nice bag so far. Like I said, I would definitely tell people to stop by his channel and buy some paydirt from him. That was some smaller, finer gold, that's for sure, though. So let's see if this pan's gonna have the same kind of gold in it. Then we'll know what we're looking for. There's gold in Washington State here. There's gold everywhere in Washington State. The cardinal rule is there's gold everywhere except for where it ain't. So, of course, Nick, the reason you stratify is so the gold falls through the dirt, hits the bottom. Well, not just Nick, but anybody in chat that is wondering why I'm shaking the pan left and right like that. Gold's the heaviest substance in the pan. It's going to fall to the bottom and fall in this little crevice that I'm creating in the corner of the pan. Then it's my job to get the rest of the dirt out of the way so I can get to the gold. Oh, dude, I'm not worried about it at all. Not complaining by any means whatsoever. I think it's totally cool you sent me a bag of Paydirt. But if that's what I know what I'm looking for, then that's perfect. That's total legend status, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. And like I said, I would have no problem sending somebody to your channel to buy Paydirt. This is good stuff. Even if it is harder for me because it's a free bag and the gold is smaller. Still, it's nice. Pans well. And if you put bigger pickers and stuff like that in when people buy a grammer and stuff like that, then no reason not to buy your bag. I already see gold in there. I know you guys can see it already too. Sorry, I'm quiet, you guys. Humble is I want a Paydirt bag. He will send you people to get one from. Yeah, if you guys want a Paydirt bag, let me know. I'll just send it to the right people. And it sounds like Swampdogg's definitely got good stuff, so I would definitely buy a bag from him if you wanted one. He's someone in the community that does Paydirts, doing Paydirts for cheap. Gram of gold right now is 135, 140 bucks, and if his bags are only $150 average at that point, that's kind of what the going rate is right now. You get the difference just in gemstone rocks alone. I mean, if you think about it, with the price of gold and what he throws in, he's lucky if he breaks even. If you think about it. And you guys probably can't see it, but every time I wash, every time the pan dips forward and dips back, sand comes down, right? And washes a little bit of black sand away every single time I do it. And it makes it easier to snuffer it up, that's for sure. Helps separate it. Yeah, it sounds like you can make custom bags too, which is awesome. Which makes you even that much more versatile of a pay dirt vendor. Even cooler. Come on, baby. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, you guys, it's coming. Come on. So that's the more tedious part. Almost. Come on. All right. So there we are. Got us some shiny right here. I'm going to snuffer it up. So that's all going. I'll go through this one term really quick. Nothing. All right. So we did find some shiny. The final cleanup will have to be a little better than normal because I did vacuum up some black sands in that, which is fine. You know, the final you always do a final cleanup. We'll see what we get there. Sometimes you do have to take out huge rocks to get to a shiny piece of gold. I need some more water. I'll be right back. Guys, when you are panning, make sure you have plenty of jet dry or soap in your water. It's a surfactant. What it does is it breaks the tension. The surface tension of the water makes it so any fine gold won't float away. Now, you ask, how can fine gold float away if it's the heaviest thing in there? Well, sometimes the water will lift it up and move it around in ways that it could potentially wash away. So make sure that you use a surfactant when you're panning. Sounds like my phone just died. Let's get some of this dirt out of the way so we can find some shiny. Yes, gold is always shiny. Fool's gold, you do need to shine a light on it for it to shine. I do have some fool's gold around here. Fool's gold just, you would think that it would be smooth, but it looks more like a crystal. So it needs the light to refract on it in order for it to be shiny in a lot of cases. Anyways, that's my experience with fool's gold. Yeah, buddy, I will get you a short out soon. Sorry, it's down in my car and I really don't go up and down my stairs right now because my knees hurt. So unless I have to, I don't. And it's so loaded down that I really don't want to be carrying it up the stairs. Roger, what's up? I only have I have only looked at it in sunlight, got it out of a huge bank, and it was in a thin line with black sand mixed in. Well, fool's gold is heavy, so it could, it could be there, but it sounds like it could be gold too. Quite a bit of shiny in this one. Yeah, he's got a sluice for it alone for flower gold as well. He's really good at flower gold. Yep, I do too. It is like powder. I turned your go bag, your medic bag, into a go bag. Yes, I did, sir. I told you I was going to put it to good use. If it can carry all the medical supplies you needed to patch our troops up, and it's got dirt from another country on it from you, then it is more than worthy enough to be a go bag for me. MAP gas is a type of gas that you use. It burns really, really hot. It's really good for melting gold. You can also use an acetylene torch as well. But MAP gas you can go to a Walmart and buy. An acetylene torch you need a whole setup for. Yeah, I know that I don't have enough in there. I don't think you ever have enough supplies in your go bag. Nice little pan here. Like I said, the final cleanup will have more black sands in it than normal. But I'm okay with that because it's the final cleanup. I'm going to pan this back one more time just to make sure there's nothing in there I forgot or missed. But I will do a short on the go bag, Justin. And I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but in my go bag, I have a go stack too. Think about it. Go bag's meant to just grab and go. Should have everything you need to just run out the door. Be honest, old used, but built like a tank. I carried well over 100 pounds in said bag. I know. Thanks, Bart. Appreciate you, bro. You have 15 people watching me try to find some shiny here. Not try, being rather successful at this point. Just chilling, STG. You guys, STG is almost monetized. He needs just a few more hours and he can get monetized. So make sure you guys go over and check out one of his playlists. Hopefully he made a playlist with all of his lives, which will definitely help him get his numbers faster. Gold is more yellow than pyrite as well. That is a fact. You guys, if you've seen true pyrite, okay, if you've seen pyrite and you've seen gold, once you've seen the two next to each other, there's no mistaking when you find pyrite. I mean, it's night and day. As a matter of fact, before we're done, I'll go grab some pyrite and I'll show you. I'll grab a nug of gold and I'll grab a nug of pyrite and I'll show you what the two look like. Yeah, it's over here. But like I said, there's no mistaking pyrite for gold once you've seen gold and you've seen pyrite. There's no mistaking the two. Like I can tell you right now, everything in the snuffer bottle is gold and black sand. And there's some shiny right there. Not bad. More black sands in there to finish separating, but not bad for the gold. I would definitely recommend if somebody wanted some pay dirt to stop by and check out Swampdogg's website. Definitely good gold. Definitely worth panning. Nice bag. And it's about all I'm going to get for right now. I'll clean the rest up in a minute here. And avoided some of those black sand too. Oh, for sure, buddy. Wonka bar, man. I wish I had a Wonka bar right now. A scrumdiddlyumptious. Probably got another, after this one, probably 2 pans left. Then we'll be doing a final cleanup. A snuffer dump, final cleanup, gold reveal after weigh-in. I did, my friend. I will go get it in a second here. He did send me a quarter gold back as well, which just guarantees that I'm going to find gold, because I did. There was gold in the box no matter what. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Oh no, I didn't show it. And I didn't tag you either. And that is completely my bad. I was going to tag you when it posted in YouTube. But I knew you were probably going to be here tonight. I kind of hope that you're going to be here every night. So the first part of my stream was just me bragging about how you sent me a bag of Paydirt for free, and that we were going to do a review on it and check her out. And so far, so good, man. I like what you do. And Brad says you got good dirt too, so you even got another prospector in here saying you got good stuff. So yeah, man. Let's find somewhere shiny, huh? Not too much water in here. You guys, also, if you have too much water in your pan, the dirt will not move the way you need it to. Okay, you want enough pan to wash over the dirt. Whether you go in a swirl or side by side, it's entirely up to you. I go side by side, and sometimes I swirl, just whichever is easier to get the gold out, depending on how big the gold is. Too little water, it won't move the dirt at all. Too much water, it moves too much dirt. You want it to just wash over and pull a little bit of black sand down every time it washes down the pan. And I know there's people in here that have panned for gold before, so I'm not trying to tell you something you guys already know. But essentially, I'm just telling the people that haven't ever panned for dirt before or haven't ever panned for gold before. And I appreciate the seasoned panners, though. The people that have done this before, I do appreciate that. You do can eye something I couldn't eye. I noticed something I couldn't notice as well. I see shiny too. Yeah, well, I mean, if you just watch people when they pan, there's so many different videos out there. 150 for a full, 80 for a half, and 40 for a quarter shipped. And you're paying for shipping? Jesus, man. Sadly, sitting on 10 plus grams of dirt and close to 5 GS. Oh, grams. Well, Justin, just send it to me. I'll find the gold for you. And I'll even send the dirt back to you. Let's wash away some more of this black sand, find some more shiny. Almost there. And there we are. A couple little black rocks towards us out there. We'll get those out of the way real quick. Get this snuffered up. All right, need a little more water and we can finish up. Plenty of surfactant in there, so we don't need any more in the water. find us some shiny. Well, Justin, once you buy a bag and you realize how the gold moves in the water, you'll be able to identify what it looks like to your eye. And then it'll be easier to see when it's in the water. First thing you need to do is just grab a bag and start panning it. And the substance left in the end is going to be gold. And then you can see what the difference between the gold and the black sand is. And then that'll make it easier for you to identify it from there on. Or you can teach your wife how to pan. I mean, ultimately, I've got little Humble here who can pan too. So if for some reason I got Paydirt and I couldn't pan it, I could trust little Humble to pan it for me. Definitely a skill that wouldn't hurt to know. Yes, just pan one of the bags you have. Then you can identify what it looks like. And then at that point, when you buy a bag from somebody, you know what the gold looks like, you know how it acts in the pan. Then it'll be easy for you to identify it when you're actually panning your bags or other people's bags looking for shiny, or even just grabbing a pan and going out to the river. Classified material is easier to pan. I do classify every bag I get. I don't have to. I'm skilled enough to do it without it. It does make it 10 times easier. I can in a second here. I don't go through it pulling out magnetics, although you can. I know some Paydirt vendors do that. Paydirt reviewers do that, like Clash and others. But I do know a lot of Paydirt vendors that don't do that. There are Paydirt reviewers that don't do that. You can always look for magnetics in your material as well. It does help out quite a bit when you're looking to start panning. I'm gonna pull the gold away from this, pull the sand away from the gold on this corner over here. And then I'll work on the whole thing again because there's quite a bit of sand in there. Humble's bag had black sands added. I don't do that to every bag. Well, that's nice of you, Justin, or Swamp Dog, for not doing that to every bag. Oh, yeah, I saw some color too. We'll say humble. You are looking way more healthy, like legit. Lost some weight, sound better and such. Good fucking job. I appreciate that. I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I'm on the verge of diabetic. Last pan, you guys. Last pan, then we'll do a snuffer dump, final cleanup, and then we will do a reveal after a weigh in and see what we got. Yeah, I don't mind some black sands. Oh, I didn't show you what it'll do here. I'll do that in a second here after I get the gold. I'll do that on the last pan here. I'll show you what black sands do with the magnet. Black sands are a nuisance. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it just comes with the game. And if he added black sands, that's cool because I don't mind a challenge. All right, let's pan back the last pan. See what we got. A little too much water, moving a little too much dirt. There we go. That's better. Always love the last pan. Because depending on the pay dirt, depending on the size of the gold, you're either going to get gold for sure or you're going to get absolutely skunked. Justin saying 0.556. Yeah, no way. Now, don't get me wrong, gold is heavy, but I would be really surprised if we got that high. It's not bad for a last pan. Not bad at all. Yeah, so we'll do a weigh in here in a second. I'm going to pan this back one more time just to make sure there's nothing I missed. And of course, we'll go through the tailings again. At one point, I'll dry them out in the oven, go through them again. I dry my tailings out again. I dry them in the oven every time before I go through them again. That way, of course, I can classify and do all the stuff that I would normally do. Just approach it like it was a new bag of pay dirt, and I'm trying to find as much gold as possible. I would be surprised if I found anything in this, but let's find out. Nope, nothing there. All right. Snuffer dump time. See, that piece of gold was stuck in the tube. Fell out, landed right in the pan. It hit my finger as it came out. That was a nice chunk, wasn't it? Not bad. See that, you guys? The tapping it to the side. See how it separated all that sand? Move the gold to the way I was tapping it. Now there is another way to clear the gold out faster than moving the black sands, and I told Swag Dad about this the other day. You guys, you could snuffer the black sands and just dump the snuffer bottle out when you're done and leave the gold if it's harder to separate. So you could always go that route too. And here, let me show you what those black sands do with a magnet now. So black sands and a magnet, right? This is a magnet. They stick to the magnet. Now, I did see a YouTube video where a guy straight up just went like this. And he was just moving this. Kind of over it, and it was moving all the black sands right out of the way and onto his magnet. Problem with doing a magnet with wet sand is sometimes it will pull the sand, the finer particles, into the magnet. Look at that. That's not a bad smile. All cleaned up. Less black sand in the mix. Now let's just go ahead and dump this out in here and pan it back. Make sure there's nothing that's in the black sands that I missed, which I doubt there's going to be. Yeah, no, I don't see anything. Nothing in there. Where did that come from? Did I scoop that up on accident? I think I did. So not bad. Got the gold in here. Now I do have some black sands in there still, but for the most part, it's pretty clean. So let me go ahead and get the oven going. We'll get this baby cooking, find out how much gold's in here. Need a thump in that magnet. Make sure that chunk of gold wasn't stuck in there. So before I dry the gold, I do put regular water in the pan and clean it, get all that surfactant off of it. Not that would matter a whole lot, but I just like my gold to be a little cleaner than that. So let's heat this bad boy up, cooker, and see what we got. Come on. Really? Oh, come on. My burner just stopped working. Oh, there we go. Of course, my stove got a break right before I got to dry some gold. What kind of crap is that? Nick says 0.143. Now we'll see. Sad face. Thinks silver. S doesn't like me. No response. All good. I am a rookie. Basic B for panning. Swag Dad says 0.4. Justin says still sticking with 0.556 with this stream and gold. Oh, I see the 556, Justin. Not always intentional in chat. Sometimes just flies by as you're not paying attention. Yeah, no, I get it. It's hard to keep up with everything. She's almost dry. I can hear the last little sizzle sizzle. She's almost done. Sorry, I had to get the laptop charger. She's dying. And that is the last sizzle. Nice little bit of gold. Nice little bit of gold. Thank you again, Swampdogg. Totally cool of you. Silver Fox been quietly watching. Thanks, buddy. We did a bag from Swampdogg Prospecting. He is in chat right now. That's him. It was a good bag, Gary. It was a good bag. I would definitely buy a bag from him if you want one. Good gold, nice bag, lots of gems, like handfuls of gems. I'm more excited about this piece of black obsidian than I am anything else out of the gems. I think this is probably one of the better pieces of gems, but I like black obsidian. This is awesome, or just obsidian. I would say black, but I don't know why. You should, Gary. I would definitely check him out. He put the prices in chat earlier. For a 1 gram, it's $150 shipped. Half gram is $80, and a quarter gram is $40. Good prices, all shipped. Can't complain, man. Cannot complain. I know it's a military. I know it's, yeah. I got you, Justin. I knew what you're doing. Oh, getting gems for free is always a plus. And there's a lot of gems in this bag. Lots of gems. Cool ones, too. Ones are already polished. Little Humble's going to like this bag of gems. There's a lot of them. Piece of raw copper. Looking for that piece of pyrite. This is a weird stone. It's got, well, I bet this is probably the pyrite. It feels like pyrite. Looks like pyrite. It's got a couple of pieces of quartz in there, too. But like I said, pyrite is completely different than gold. Once you see the two pieces together, like I said, I'll go get a piece of pyrite. Well, go over to his website and order one up, Gary. It's worth it. He's got good dirt. Was letting this cool off a little bit. It was pretty hot. Hot, hot, hot. Make sure she's on grams. And she is. Okay, now there are a couple of tiny little pieces of rock in there. Not much, though. Tiny little piece of black sand. But we're looking at 0.392. There are some rocks in there. Thought my cleanup was better than that. And there are two little pieces of pyrite in here as well. That being one of them. That being the other one. So I found a couple of surprise pieces. Maybe three. So there was three pieces of pyrite in there in the smalls that I see that is not gold. And minus the rocks. We're probably going to be at about 0.20, you guys. Now, I don't know if he weighed the gold and knew how much gold he put in here before he sent it. That's what I'm looking at. 0.20 in gold, about. These ones here. I don't know. I gotta look at them in better lighting. Give me a second. No, that's gold. I don't know why it looks different sitting over there. It's sus. It's sus. I'll put them under the scope if I need to. I guess 0.193. I see some still in the pan. Yeah. Nope, just added gold to the bag and sent it out. No clue. I have a jar of material. I scooped out these bags, so I have zero clue. No problem, bro. No problem. Those three pieces, they act like gold, but they're tiny. They look like smaller pieces of pyrite because they are slightly different colored. But they could have, you guys, so gold can have mercury on it too, which is going to make it look different. The mercury can be cooked off, right? So there's multiple things that could be going on with that. I'll have to check it out. But no, Swampdogg, thank you so much for the bag, bro. That was awesome. Totally rocking. Love me bags of Paydirt. That was totally sick. So, you guys, if you want a decent bag of Paydirt, stop by, check one out. Swampdogg's got good dirt. What's up, Nikki? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Got 22 awesome people in chat watching me pan for some gold. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. And I did get a quarter gold back, an Idaho quarter gold back as well in the package. When I opened the box, I moved it, and inside there, I heard a clunk clunk, and he got a quarter gold back in there that was awesome too. Thank you. Look at a random bag, have fun, do it live for free. Pay for full 100% guaranteed pay sexy. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Now let's fry an egg. We could. Don't want to, but we could. This is the perfect egg pan. I took it and said, "Hey, I'm gonna dry my gold in that. It's gonna be a whole lot better," and it is way better than the method I was using before. I would just use a space heater before, turn it on, just let it do its thing. This is way better. Let's get a ping in, huh? Justin, turn the sound down so we can get a ping in. Let's hear the bowl. I'm down to hear the bowl. You guys down to hear the bowl? Let's go. No, Swamp Dog, thank you, man. Good bag. Good bag of dirt. Awesome, fine and shiny. Nice gold. Lots of black sands. I thank you for treating me to those black sands, too. Thank you. It is nice to get a beginner bag, but honestly, I'm past that. So finding the gold super easy is kind of lame. So having a bit of a challenge is always nice. So thank you for throwing those in. If you needed to add them, I appreciate you. Awesome. Thank you guys, all of you. I appreciate you all for being here. Yes, bro. I've panned once or twice, and no, of course I'm going to manage. I am, and I appreciate that. I do. I do. That you knowing that I've done it once or twice and knowing that I'm not a beginner is awesome, right? So no, that's cool. Not the best panner out there, but I do pretty good. I find what I'm supposed to find 99.9% of the time. Here's a piece of pyrite, a decent chunk of pyrite. Now here, I'll go get a flashlight. I'll show you what he's talking about. Let me grab a chunk of gold too. Okay, so here you go. Here, I'm going to show you what we're talking about. So right here, I have chunks of gold. Okay, this is a 0.965 nugget of gold. Okay, 0.965. This is a piece of pyrite. Okay, so here, let me just put these on my hand. You can see the difference in the two right away. Okay, now the pyrite is shiny. Oh, that's gonna suck. You can't see it. It's shiny when you put a light on it. You can't see what I'm talking about. But it shines when you put a light on it. But you can clearly see the difference in the two right there. And the pyrite shines when the light reflects off of it. See that? Where gold is shining all the time. Then why buy the Paydirt? Why not just buy the grams of gold or the nugs of gold from you? But if you see, pyrite has to have light on it to really shine really good. Let's see if I can get that to work. No. Look, man, if he wants a half-pound bag and he wants 3 grams of gold in it, you give the man what he wants. Plus, that's less work on Swampdogg's part. But yes, pyrite and gold, way two different things. And once you see both of them in your hand, you can clearly tell that they are two different things, and they act completely different. Pyrite's more like a stone / crystal; it will break, where gold will bend. I mean, here, look at this. I don't know about the. I don't know what you mean about the story of the Fitzgerald. Of the Fitzgeralds. Is that what you're talking about? And at that point, I still wouldn't know what you're talking about. But just curious if you mean the Fitzgerald or Fitzgerald, because I've never heard of a Fitzgerald. Like my thoughts: 2 gram bag, 1 thick half-gram nugget, plus you add stones and such, he will blow up. Oh, dude, I'm sure he knows how to make his Paydyrts. There is a big difference in those two. You can just clearly tell just with them sitting here next to each other. Like he said, gold is shiny all the time. Where pyrite needs light to be shiny. And if you've never seen gold and, seeing pyrite, very easy for you to think that it is gold, especially because some gold's dirty. This is acid clean, right? So it's going to look shinier than normal. And it's 22 karat, where other, most prospected gold is around 16 to 18 karat, right? So it's going to have more copper in it, so it's going to be more yellowish. Or more of a deeper yellow, where these are more of a brighter yellow because they're so light, or so heavy in carat. The boat. But dude, thank you for the bag of Paydirt, man. That is awesome. I will add it to the vial, which I'm going to be sending off to I'm going to be sending off to Broke Stacker soon. He is going to melt it into a bar for me. Oh, dude, you don't have to advertise. Let me advertise for you. Swampdogg, is your PayPal the same as your email? Gary's asking because it looks like he's trying to buy a bag of dirt from you. And if I'm not mistaken, Swampdogg, you have my email, but I think you have my cell phone number too. If you got my cell phone number, I want you to message me after the stream is over. Okay? There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to charge my phone a little bit, but then when we're done, when the stream's over, I want you to message me if you don't mind. You can't charge the old phone. Cool, bro. I can't share a screen. If I share a screen on YouTube, it for some reason tries to kick the stream. So, not going to do that. But it is quite the difference in the color between the two, the pyrite and the gold. Well, shit, you guys, we're pushing almost 11 o'clock. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Damn. Damn. I won a bag from you on the Wounded Warrior auction last year or the year before and thought it was a good bag. Nice. Nice. You've already panned his dirt. That's even cooler. I love that. But yeah, you guys, for sure. Good dirt. Nice gold. And if you're picking up like a guaranteed bag, then you know you're going to get a certain amount. Lots of YouTubers help with the WWP. Lots of them, actually. And anybody who buys at one of their auctions helps with the Wounded Warrior. You know, so yes. If you need, I can hold some of that gold for you, Brother Humble. I feel you. I feel you, Nick. But if you want some gold, I can send you some. It's actually been on the market a while. A lot of people don't know about it. It's called pyrite. Sure, Silver Fox. Of course you can email me. I know a few different Paydirt vendors. This one here was Swampdogg Prospecting. It was a nice bag of dirt. Lots of gems too. Like you guys see this, right? Look at this. Little Humble's gonna explode. Look at all this stuff. Lots of nice gemstones. And this isn't even all of them. There's smaller garnets and stuff in there that I did not bother picking out. What's up, Richard? What do you mean you'll pass on that, Nick? You know you want to. Everybody else is doing it. Come on now. Peer pressure you. It's probably one of my favorite pieces out of all the stones. Or it is my favorite piece out of all the stones. I love black. I love obsidian. I was going to say black obsidian again. Like you guys don't see this black. Oh, for sure, Justin. This was a free bag, so you're gonna get a good bag. Even if you got the same bag plus a gram of gold or whatever the case, well worth it. Well worth it. Now, of course, keep in mind, you guys, if you haven't panned a lot, let Swamp Dog know because you don't want him to put a bunch of black sands in there if you haven't panned a whole lot before. So, like Gary, I've seen you pan. You're good at panning, but when it gets to the black sands, a lot of times they can fight. So I would probably recommend like a medium bag for you because you don't pan as much, but you have panning experience, right? So, but for somebody starting out, let him know so he can make a bag that's custom for you. Because I'll be honest with you, just 100% transparency with everybody in chat. Okay, if you get a bag that's too difficult, okay, that's fine, Gary. You do you. But if you get a bag that's too difficult and you haven't panned before, it can be a very rough experience. Okay, and it can turn people off because they don't find what they're supposed to find. It can be too difficult, all that stuff. So just keep in mind, if you don't have a lot of experience, say that. There's nothing wrong with that. You've got some small copper for some real hate and discontent. Yeah, I know. I got a piece of it. Actually, I like the fact that there was a piece of copper in there. It's a really flat piece too, and it's raw. I like raw copper. But there are some pretty cool stones in here, man. This one's really nice. It's got a lot of color in it. But that obsidian piece is yeah, I love that. I wish I actually got a bigger piece. I would like to take a piece of obsidian and chip it into a knife. I think that would be a sick ass experience. Now I've forged knives before, like forged in fire with some horseshoes. And that's cool to do that, straightening it out, hammering it out, doing all that stuff. That's fun. And I could forge a knife. But taking a piece of obsidian and then chipping away at it and making a knife out of it, that is insanely cool. That would be cool. We're going to have to look into that. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to call it a night, I think. A lot of awesome people in chat still. I appreciate all you guys for coming by. 1843 anvil with horn is a U.S. relic. Super hard to find. Nice. See, that's awesome, Swampdogg. But making an obsidian knife, that would be sick. Like an apocalyptico. All right, you guys, you have a great night. Thanks for coming by. I normally end streams with stack what you can where you can, whether that be a dime, a quarter, a 50-cent piece, 1 gram, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce. It doesn't matter. Just keep stacking. Stack tens of grams of gold. It all stacks, you guys. Just stack what you can. Okay? Stack what you can where you can. And you guys, if you want Paydirt, make sure you message Swampdogg. He's got good dirt. Pick up a bag. Check him out. Okay? Good Paydirt. So you guys have a great evening. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm thinking probably coffee in the morning. Around 9 o'clock or so. So you guys have a great evening. I will talk to you all later. Have a great night, you guys. Probably around 9 o'clock my time, Nick. Which would put you around 12 o'clock yours.